Well, it happened, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, and I'm going to talk to you about that on the other side. So without any further ado, let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is John from Flip It Ain't Easy. And as I mentioned, it's happened and I don't know what to do. And I don't know what you're gonna do if you're a customer of GoDaddy Bookkeeping. But as of 30 days from now, middle of June, they are no longer going to offer bookkeeping services. And it presents a problem for me because I'll tell you why I used GoDaddy Bookkeeping. They were really easy to use. I could plug in all my accounts, eBay, my Amazon seller account, all my accounts I can plug right in, including my credit cards and my bank accounts. And that's gonna be tough to replace. I think I paid $140 a year. That kind of boils down to like about 12 bucks a month, 12, 13 bucks a month. And to me, it's like having a dedicated employee that's right there doing all the little work behind the scenes. That would, take me hours to do and to compile. And, at what point is that service worth it? So GoDaddy is going to set up something with Intuit, who is the owner of QuickBooks, to integrate your current setup on GoDaddy Bookkeeping over to their service. And of course, you can also import it from like a CSV file, kind of like an Excel file, if you want to. And from what I understand, like the first few months are going to be at $15 a month, which is comparable, a little bit more than the service that you're paying for now if you're using GoDaddy. But I think after the year's up, you're gonna be paying 25 bucks a month. So instead of paying 140 a year, you're paying the equivalent of about 300 bucks. And is that worth it? Some of you running big operations would say, heck yeah, it's worth it. And it probably is. I'm kind of on the fence because, do I just spend a couple extra hours a month doing a recap, going through and putting things into Microsoft Excel that I already have? And I have pretty good knowledge of Excel. I don't go into and using a lot of macros. I can if I wanted to. It takes some time to set that up, but I could do a tab for every account and every expenditure and maybe do one for expenses. But I just don't know at this point. I don't know if I want to make that jump. I just wanted to share with you guys. Yes, I use GoDaddy Bookkeeping. There's a software out there called My Reseller Genie, and it looks pretty sharp, right? And it looks pretty promising, the graphics and different things that you can import and work with your account and import your eBay, Mercari, Poshmark. But the main feature that I really like in GoDaddy Bookkeeping isn't there. And they're talking about next year they might have it, but I need it now. And that is importing my credit cards, my bank accounts. I want it all done for me. Now, of course, I can go hire a CPA. That's quite an expenditure. I don't make enough to go that route. I'm sure many of you don't make enough to go that route. So really that leaves us. Do you want an incomplete service like the one I just told you about? Do you want to spend a few months with a comparable price with QuickBooks, or are you just going to use Microsoft Excel? And it's a decision that each of you have to make. I just wanted to have this conversation with you guys because as resellers, we have to weigh our expenses with our profits. If everything was booming for most of us, it would definitely make sense to just move our stuff over to QuickBooks, pay the extra money over time, right? Fees go up over time usually, and so this is no exception. But when we're not making as much money, I think the average reseller can say that compared to years past, maybe they're not doing as hot. There are some categories that are doing great, don't get me wrong. There's some resellers that are still killing it. But you know what, as good of a product that you might have, you're still gonna run into customers that are gonna have difficulty affording buying that trinket or buying that item that they normally would be able to afford, or maybe they're worried about the economy and high rising costs of everything, gas, the scarcity of food and things like that. And of course, food isn't yet scarce, but they're talking about something happening later in the year and people are getting kind of worried about that. And with a bad economy, we already have one, and they're talking about a bad economy getting worse. There's a lot of people out there that are afraid to buy like they're may have used to be buying. And as a reseller, I have to consider the fact that, do I want to take on extra expenses every month versus doing it myself if sales just aren't that great? And that's a decision that each of you have to make individually. But I wanted to bring this video to you with an unbiased perspective, in that I don't have any skin in the game when it comes to these services. Whether you go with QuickBooks, if you go with Reselling Genie or Reseller Genie, or if you just do it on your own, just know the limitations of each program. Don't get caught up in this video. Don't get caught up in that video. There's a lot of salespeople out there that have a personal interest in the decisions that you make because of GoDaddy Bookkeeping's shutting down. And I just want to make sure that when you make this decision, you're doing that considering your particular situation and taking it from that vantage point rather than somebody else's recommendation. Short video today, guys. Wanted to kind of talk about that. I think what I'm going to be doing for right now, I'm going to go check out the QuickBooks option, but it may just be the Excel spreadsheet for me. You know how I do every Saturday, I try to use that as an account maintenance day, and maybe I'll just set up the final Saturday of every month to do a recap of all my books and update my spreadsheets. So let me know down below, how are you going to handle this situation if you are a customer currently of GoDaddy Bookkeeping? Also, one thing that I found out is that they are going to give you a refund, a prorated refund. I just re-upped back in March. And so I expect at least a $100 refund back in my account. I suppose I can put it towards Intuit while I develop. And that's another thing. If you're not very good with Excel, then that's not going to be really an option for you. But I may have to spend some time to develop something that might work, which may involve macros, which I'm not all that good with, but I can do. So it's just one of those things I really have to think about. And I encourage you to do the same. Now, I don't know if you guys were on the live stream with us or not, or if you watched the replay. I haven't put a post out to those of you who are subscribed to let you know the good news, and that is we do have Flippin' Ain't Easy merch available if you're interested. I know I've had some people asking me about it in the past, and we're still a smaller channel in the larger scope of things, and I was really hesitant about offering merch. Jenna was really excited to put some designs together, and I really like what she's done. Check out the links down below in the description if you're interested. Just go look. You don't have to buy anything, but if you see something that catches your eye, there's a lot of different designs, a lot of different styles, hats, shirts, hoodies. I think there's like bags, coffee mugs, and I think it's really cool. I went and ordered a shirt and a hat. I'll be sporting it here once I get it. They seem to have a quick turnaround. I think like a day after I ordered mine, I got an email saying that it's on the way. So hopefully by the next video, I'll have that, and go check it out. Check out the link down below, and just go browse, if anything. And if you see something you like, pick it up. Proceeds of that do help the channel. It does take some effort and time to bring these videos to you. As much as I like doing it, it does take me away from the eBay business. And hopefully you guys understand that my time is worth something. Hopefully you enjoy the channel, and hopefully wearing the Flippin' Ain't Easy merchandise is something that you've been looking forward to, and now you have your chance. So guys, please do me a favor, comment down below as I mentioned to you. Let me know what your thoughts is on this whole issue. Maybe it doesn't affect you. I'm sure there's a lot of you who already have your accounting system set up. Maybe you already have a CPA. Maybe you already deal with QuickBooks and just deal with the price that they charge you. But either way, I want to know, how do you do your books and what works best for you? So hit that like button. I'd certainly appreciate it. It does help out the channel. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And of course, hit that notification bell so when I come out with another video, you're going to be notified. You know, accounting and companies shutting down at the last minute, not giving much more than 30 days notice, you know, it's just all another example of how flipping ain't easy. And I want you guys to have a great rest of your week. I do plan on having hopefully some new intros coming to the videos, little shorter intros to maybe get to the point a little bit faster. So look for that here pretty soon. I'm excited about that as well. But have a great rest of your week. Just keep your head up, keep listing, keep fighting through this fun experience we call reselling on eBay. And we will talk to you very soon.